You've got the leads, but now what? Well, let's turn them into loyal customers with these effective strategies. Hey, I'm Shawn Bell, and I am a social media coach for the Wolfpack at eXp Realty, and I'm also the founder of the Realtors Blueprint, which helps realtors generate nonstop leads through Facebook ads and also auto nurtures those leads for them. I've been running Facebook ads for years, have spent tens upon tens of thousands of dollars, have my own platform, and this is a big holdup is how do I convert these leads? I've got so many leads coming in, but now what do I do? What do I say to them? And yeah, so I'm excited to share some strategies with you so you can take these leads and convert them into paying customers. Step one, and this is one of the biggest ones that most fall short on, is immediate response. You need to have a system in place where you are immediately messaging them within the first 5 minutes. Most will just generate leads and then they'll get to that lead whenever they're ready. So maybe they're out showing a home and it's multiple homes and it's taken them a few hours and that lead came in right at the beginning. Well, now you're messaging them when you get back to the office or back to your home office and it's been a few hours since that lead came in. You try to message them and you can't get a hold of them and you're wondering, what the heck? Why aren't they getting back to me? Typically what happens, people are clicking on ads and 3 hours later, they don't even remember doing that. So that's why you need to strike when the iron is hot. The stats are out there and it shows you have a much higher chance of having that conversation with the lead if you can respond to them in the first 5 minutes. Therefore, if you're not able to do this, you need to have that system in place that is sending them a message on your behalf. Otherwise, you are throwing a ton of money out the window. Number two is personalizing that follow-up. So if you are going to have these automated messages, make sure it sounds like it's actually coming from you. Make it in your own voice. Or if you need to, I mean, the technology is there and we utilize it in my platform every day, is have it integrated with something like ChatGPT, where this AI is reaching out to these leads for you and having a conversation on your behalf. But you need to make it personalized. So make it feel like it's coming from a human. And if it is coming from you, but it's an automated message, make sure it's your messaging in there. Don't just have this generic stuff that maybe platforms come out with. You want to make it sound like it is coming from you. Make sure they're actually being reached out by you, and you're going to have a much higher chance of them responding to you versus a generic message. My other little tip for this is make sure it's something coming from a place of value. So I offer up a free list of homes with my ads. What I do is I respond to these leads and say, hey, it's Shawn here. Did you get that free list of homes? Instead of me sending a message saying, hey, it's Shawn here. Do you want to buy or sell a home? Like, which one do you think is more receptive and somebody's actually going to respond to? The one, I'm not coming at them right away asking for a sale. I just want to make sure they got what was promised. Those are more likely going to respond to me with a yes or no versus if I try to go for the sale right away. So try not to be pushy or salesy. Come from a place of concern or value, and you're going to get a lot higher response rate. Number three is automating your follow-up. Most of us fall short and we suck, completely suck at follow-up. And I can tell you, I'm one of the first to admit I sucked at follow-up as well. So I'm not just pointing the finger at you. We all suck at follow-up and could do a better job at it. Anywho, so what you need to do is you need to actually have something that is following up with them, because most of us will reach out to a lead once, maybe twice, rarely, but sometimes 3 times. And we're like, okay, they're not wanting to respond to us. I give up. But on an average, it can take 7 to 8 touch points for somebody to respond to you. So you need to have that system that you keep reaching out to them. From there, if you do get a hold of them, don't just stop there. Also, you need to keep touching base with them and see if there's something that you can help them out with. Buyers are liars. Most people right off the start are going to say, nope, not interested. Do not stop there. That's just their polite way of saying, I just don't want to speak to you right now. But if you can continue to give them value and keep giving them good information, that's where you're going to win. And one little bonus tip for you, the easiest way to do that is by setting them up on an auto email. Let them know, I can set you up on this cool VIP auto email search. It'll give you all the criteria you want. It's like a one-stop shop. And when you can do that, now they're getting listings from you all the time. It's got your face, your name on the email, and it's helping to keep you top of mind. So I always say, even if they come back and say, you know what, I'm not interested, perfect. I have the system that is perfect for people that are not interested, and here's what it is. Don't ever just leave it. Keep trying to give value, keep communication with them, and eventually, after time, it also takes how many touch points before they get to know, like, and trust you. This is a great way to build that trust And when they start to see that you actually gave a crap and you were the only one trying to put time and effort into them, eventually, after they speak to all the 10 different realtors, they're going to have you on their mind because they're going to think, well, there was that one person that kept in communication, showed like they cared. Maybe that's the person I want to deal with. And number 4, I've kind of spilled over into it, but it's maintaining engagement. So just keep in touch with them. Never lose contact. Most, again, like I go back to my step 3, most once they get a hold of a person, if they're not ready to buy today, majority of realtors will forget about them and they will never contact them again. And I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. But if you look at the long-term goal and are like, I'm just going to try to get as many people set up on my auto email and I'm going to follow up with them every couple of weeks or even once a month at the very least, this is where you're going to win. Most others will talk to them. If they say they're not interested today, they will never message them again. And sometimes it's just like when you walk into a store and somebody says, hey, can I help you look for something? Usually say, nope, I'm good. And then later down the road, you're like, no, you know what? Actually, I could use some help. Where the heck is that person? I wish they were here again. This is no different in real estate. They're going to say, not interested, but guess what? A month down the road, they could be interested. And I had it happen to me a lot. I could, lose track of the amount of times somebody told me they weren't interested, and all of a sudden I later learned that they bought a house a month later. So just their nice way of saying, no, not right now. Therefore, always keep the line of communication open. See what they need help with, give them value, value, value. Give, give, give. And they're gonna show that you actually care and it could come around. Even if they do not buy from you, you never know. They might have a family member or a friend that's looking for a realtor and they might say, you know what, I use this person, but this other realtor over here kept in touch with me. They seemed like they cared. Maybe you should go give them a shot. So people talk. The more you can be in communication, the more conversations you can have, show your value, try to help them. This is where you're going to be able to convert these leads. And trust me, 90% will not do any of these strategies that I told you today. And if you can do them all over time and you are consistent with it, you are going to win. So that's it. Not only with the right strategies in place, but with these strategies in place, you are going to convert a lot of leads and do things that most are not willing to do. And that's just it. Everybody wants to do the same thing. They want to take the easy route. But those that put in the time and effort are the ones that become that top 10%, and I know you can do it too. If you have any questions, make sure to comment below and let me know. But if you're actually wanting to bring in some leads so you can try these strategies, then make sure to comment with Facebook ads. And I will send you my free guide of my 5 killer Facebook ads that generated me 268 leads in just 7 days. So have fun with it. Bring in yourself a ton of leads with my free guide, and then use these strategies to convert them. Send me a message when you do. I love to hear your wins. And until the next video, have fun, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.